and all the memories are not same, and all of the cognitive capabilities. Now going to talk about how the different memories affect the short-term memory as a pre-temporal memory, be retained to affect the time to the certain information to knowledge for a certain amount of time, and it is just becoming irrelevant, like a phone numbers or even to other things, guys. And here it is, getting it just that the memory itself to more, putting it to more memory, stressing it, is that is a capacity about the numerical hour that it will be understood that the memory is. And the memory definition is, alright, that's about the memory, is that the question is that the personal capacity, what is the character measure, and what is the character measure to amount, quality memory, how much greater it is, and what kind of a contact it is. It is making the numbers here real, and it is 80 billion marks. It is as a total capacity using of the character like something like 2 decade. Alright, it is 10 exponent to 10 times 2 times 10 exponent, example 21, which will be what it calls character kind of our cardinal ratio. Alright, to get up at talk take set sum in such a life together with how many is there some molecules in 1 mole of material. Well, that is quite irrelevant basically here in this discussion. Because it's showing that this example either would produce the one simple the smallest, the proton, the electrons, that what is the storage medium, what kind of densities could it be have, what kind of densities the curve has it this kind of answer it is. Alright, there's always depending on what kind of scenarios it could be. But having all kind of discussion, all kind of affection, because the users who will to go to extra more influence or having more mediums, more forceful, more aggressive advertising, more bigger rings of listeners and readers about the text, switching texts, the spoken to the words, spoken for audio, and the visual, the visual form of the camera video about the discussion of the form, the simple facial expression what you're talking and such of a thing. Alright, could be to be very comprehensive if the such of a thing is the key and of about the time to discussion whether the kind of thing is going to storage brief. Alright, there is so many things that it's hard to all to get at once, so they has to get a kind of the management of complexities, like the very simplicity case. About the personal things, education thinking about that having the cognitive brain is over capacity to total information, and that kind of shutdowns the character and other functions, and to able to therefore able to reading 2 different texts at the same time to different eyes to separate for to one monitor to another text there, and therefore keeping all eyes and then having videos out of this all to the same time to try to memorize, so the same time to be a convicted to take simple clear involvement and more importantly to try to be always aware of all of the things is causing of the information overflow. Whereas in the terms of relative, in terms of would be example how it, the total information flow to process of right. Alright, this is great, right? Very innocent itself. So it is the kind of things. It's amazing that the case of when they're talking about relation, just to get the things, the tasks with the key and it take a lot more time because I need to pay consideration to keeping the same words to follow. It is extremely hard to example the character between other things. Meanwhile, his observation is already have been told to memory case, I can't say that the case. So it should be known that such a thing is an unavoidable as for a small the capacity price. Well, alright, going against to discussion the policy and discussion that the society allows. And in the societies how things works is that Well, what is as an individuals? What rights they have? The rights. This is not about the individuals, no others to against the individuals. Individuals are such a variety that is. It's one unit of a particular, and this is important not to surprise that this will be meaning an ants colonies. That individual is of course always a simple one ant, and it's never understood the terms of other its whole colony, but always separated here to focus in a single individual in its own to doing. Alright, here it is going to say. So the single individual in the ant colony is pretty much like existing only the form of the worker for the ant of the other, the being here to other to very similar case. It does similar with the aspect genes, in gene selection and to hide mind, and it is just a point talking about the society animal, and it's just a point what it is existing the point is a simple of course like any after existing unit, simple repetition, you have the current genes or traits and transfer it over to time and holding it up. But of course also known that in a relation term the current traits are certain canes in the very the nature is very discriminating against other traits which are given not a chance to exist. So the nature is a real university. I therefore understood that if the university itself is the certain force against the things like a difference, diversity or to effectivity, certain forms of traits to existing, it is by its own to causing those issues by this. So, well, alright, maybe this is enough this time. Well, quickly I will choose another. Yeah, but the question is here it is, what kind of end force or what kind of direction traits developers are to be embraced and here promoted by the Swedes made. What kind of those has been the world made of? If there is it adds to the terms that affect at people effectively, good. Alright, you just gotta continue to appropriate. Alright, fine. So, all of the things to say here, it is that it's the take it goes to the multi, the person always has certain amount the background to the thing in the brain to ask yourself question reason or purpose existing. Alright, here it is the complicated talk about the nihilistic downturn. To have a problems the self, the identity, exceptionally with the self-realization words about the angst of existentialist to be an hour of existential terror kind of very misery about to knowledge about the existential and its own attitude of the existing itself, and that's what is it all around, that those units go to extremely depressed, to be depressed, all chance or choices you made. To go the truth, the individual truth, it's large to have all kinds of different abilities, to kind of different kind of ways, and it has the individual to itself observe its own and have its own feeling and its own kind of set how it is subsequently relate for the self and to the commentator. So is just the added to the term that really uses to separate for to self-identity, and identity itself created by the individual itself. But this is of course the mind and the conscious itself, because the conscious is made of the such a huge amount of material energy and needing for energy to be even to create such a thing and to be really effective, to be really used. So the question here is that what is the end point of this all, the reality card, and by the one force of what the character has set of the universe well, why it has been already determined that isn't it interesting that those who got the power to rape all the terraform for those who doesn't to judge over them, that those individuals, lessons, the things, are just a simple mercy for the powerful. It was because of the history taking 10 different circumstances of those the lesser if it has been lost the character and the self-control or even to lost the existence. The one of the things was thinking about that because an animal such of dinosaurs whereas they all disappear, and the fact here might be answered that they have been determined for this kind of thing, so this kind of our simple nature has destroyed the everything is so pure to as a nature. The same reality, same existence has been determined against those things. Alright, so looks like that the existence is very heavy because time the things and things against the orientation. It's so opposite. By how they can because what is the real reason why natural life forms are less adept of the things are working? Is your boyfriend in terms of the energy using, and of course some more ethnocrat just to think about the therapy to survive against any kind of threats, any kind of to let out of the dangers and risks they are able to take nature always to be. So right. So of course every life form, everything else is always different time matter to exist in the first place, and when it says is a kind of form and shape, it is here where to start is all appearing to exist as a certain amount of a time, but it can be transformed by the same energy. And it is honest that certain obstacles, well, this is a kid play, that's what's all about. That's, of course, it's just going to stop, to put a stop to discussion, and if there's nothing else to say about it, and to cover the so-called other discussion, there's nothing to it, that I don't think. And it's so easy to say that it will be quite negative to people. Why should be just pretty quite quick to already to stop everything in terms of when it just have beginning. But the fact is that there is a lot of forces life. So what are the terms? The question comes now, what is equality? Equality are the things different, a kind of the relationship to each others. Because it is understood that conscious can only emerge a property about in the process. Is a process of a chemical reaction, and by chemical reaction, physical energy transformation. These are all things to call as to end result, and therefore they are existing in such a moment that just the process is vital to using. What it is understood in the real existence in the universe, where it could be observed that that is a self-limiting about the different capacities to be in being. There is one of the important is locality. Locality what the meaning of the character and areas on which existence has been. There is a very limited about the capacity about the different things to be existing at the certain moment of the time. They could be have a much higher chance to be a different form of the fight, but the character like that